It happened to me this week. In fact, probably happens to me a couple of times a month. And I want you to be aware of it so you don't become this person who does this thing. So let's dive into it. Hey, welcome to another Ripple video, my friends. I want to talk about something that I think is probably more than anything working against one's reputation. Now, I'm not going to say your reputation because I assume you are going to say, hey, I don't do this, or I've never done this, or I would never think to do this, which would be great. That's true. Double thumbs up for you, my friend. But there are a lot of people who don't think at all and do this. They are called the people who pursue help when they need it, and only when they need it. It's they rise up. They're asking for your help, even though you haven't talked to them for 3, 4, 5, 10 years. They just pop up. The people pop up people. Pop up people? Pop up people. How about we call it pop up people? These pop-up people who hit you up in DM, who, nudge you in LinkedIn, call you just completely randomly, or whatever, show up. And they're like, hey, it's been so long. How's it going? I'm really sad we lost touch. And, you probably are too, right? We get busy, right? People come in and out of our orbits all the time. But you can kind of sense it. You know it's coming, like that freight train coming down the tracks. You can hear it, can't see it, but it's going to come around that bend. And then it's going to be full on ask time. Ask time. Ask time. What I mean by ask time, I'm trying to say that 4 times real fast. It doesn't work out too well. Comes across as something completely different. They come in with an ask. Hey, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Gosh, I feel bad about that, blah, blah, blah. What's going on with you? And you're telling them, and you can tell they're not really caring. They're just like, can you shut up so I can get to my ask? Can I get to that point? And then they hit you with it. Hey, I'm looking for an into this company, or I saw you were connected to so-and-so, and I am trying to get connected to so-and-so, and I was thinking that you could do, and maybe make, and help, and go, and I don't know why I'm duplicating everything, but you get my point. But the ones who find themselves out of work are the worst, and I feel bad for them because I know it takes a lot of effort and courage on their part to reach out and ask for help. It's important that people feel comfortable to do so, but it's the way that they go about doing it, where if they were just up front, hey, look, I feel bad, haven't been in contact with you, but I know my next job is likely to come through you. I come hat in hand, prepared to ask you for a little guidance, a little direction, a little assistance, maybe some direct help. That would come across genuine, it's accurate. We haven't been maybe jamming, staying in contact like we should be, but now I know what your motivation is. Don't just blow smoke up my skirt, because it's very uncomfortable. Makes me feel cheap, like you really don't care what's going on. And by all means, before you reach out, why don't you do a little bit of homework about what somebody's been up to? See if you can find some updates on LinkedIn, find out what they're doing on Twitter, see if you are connected on Facebook, what they've been posting lately, so that you don't just go, hey, haven't talked to you in a long time, don't know what you're doing, what's going on, tell me about your family, how are the holidays, what's up? Maybe that's the easy way into a conversation in that regard, but that's like the first step to building up the courage, but don't do it. It makes us feel used because you don't really care what's going on with my family. You don't really care what I did for the holidays. You don't care about the bajillion things I got going on at work. You just want to make your ask, and that's fine. If you're going to do it, do it. But the reality is the pop-up people just pop up when they have something that they need, and then they disappear. If you can help them, great. They'll take advantage of it. If you can't, you'll never hear from them again for another 3-4 years or ever. The reality is this is a very common practice, and it's almost become a joke how people go about doing this. And I would highly, highly recommend you don't. If you find yourself in a circumstance and you know somebody from your network that you really think could benefit you, help you get to that next level, well, the first step is to reestablish content with no ask. And it's to find an avenue, an opportunity to have a follow-up conversation or get together for a coffee or a beer or lunch. Get to know what's really going on in their lives. See if there's anything going on that you can contribute and add value to. And I promise you, it will come back to, well, what are you up to? What's going on? And then you can make the request. It feels better for you, and it will definitely feel better for the person that you're asking. And you don't look like a pop-up person. Pop, pop, I need you. I need help. No, I don't want to help you. I will because I'm a rippler. But it just always leaves a negative thought and bad taste in someone's mouth when you do it and there's an ulterior motive. So that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I wanted to share. I hope it helps. Hope it gives you a little bitty different perspective, frame of reference. And I would love to hear from you. Tell me. Steve, you're totally wrong. Man, you're a jerk. What's going on? That's not rippling. I don't know. I don't know what's in your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you think of this and if you've had it happen and really how it alters your perception of the relationship or at least the connection you had to that person. Inquiring minds, this one wants to know. All right. Until next time, go out there, make a difference in the world, make a difference in someone's life as long as they're not a pop-up person, and you'll end up making a difference in your own life. As always, ripple on.